Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tina. So today I'm going to be doing a little something different. No makeup looks today. What I'm actually going to do is tell you guys a little bit about myself, just so that way you can get a feel for who I am, and also some upcoming things I want to do on my channel. So if you are interested in getting to know me a little bit, then please keep on watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And also just let me know what your thoughts and opinions about videos like this, if you like them, if you don't like them. If you happen to like the video, I can definitely go more in depth with, who I am a little bit more, as far as like, childhood, relationships, where we were and how we got here. So yeah, if you're interested in watching, then please keep on watching. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you are notified anytime I upload. And if you do like the video at the end of the video, then please give it a like. Alright, so the first thing I would like for you guys to know is my real name is not Tina, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you already guessed that it's not. My real name happens to be Christina. And the only reason why I chose Tina Marie as my YouTube handle, because a lot of people call me Tina in our family, friends, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then my middle name is Marie. Such a unique middle name, right? Just kidding. Pretty much everybody has that middle name. But yeah, my mom, when I was younger, always called me by my middle name when either she wanted me to do something for her or I was in trouble. I hardly ever heard Christina. It was always Marie this, Marie that. So that's why I decided to incorporate my middle name into my YouTube handle, because Tina, everybody calls me Tina, and my mom used to call me Marie, so put the two together, Tina Marie. I do have one good friend though that calls me Ted. So if you ever watched the movie Ted, that's pretty much where she got that. And yeah, she's the only person that really calls me Ted. She started calling me Ted, and then pretty much like her family after that, like her brothers, they call me Ted. Her husband calls me Ted. Her kids, pretty sure, will call me Ted. I mean, that's just, and I'm okay with it. Like, I actually love that. I am 26 years old. I was born in June. My birthday is June 4th, so I'm pretty sure you guys can guess the year I was born by my age. I am married, happily married. I've been in a relationship going on 11 years now, but we will be hitting our 1-year married anniversary in July. Our 1 year being actually officially married. We just got married July 21st, 2018, which seems pretty new still. Like, I feel like our wedding was like not that long ago. But yeah, he finally married me after being with him for so long. Like, come on, we got 4 kids and you're finally marrying me. I have 3 girls, 1 boy. My oldest is Ismarie, then I have Leah, Avery, and then my son DJ, which is David Jr. So yeah, my husband's name is David. I have 1 brother, 1 big brother, 1 little sister. I am the middle child, but to be honest, I feel like I probably should have been the oldest, because my brother acts like he's the middle child. I act like I am the oldest, and my sister is the baby, so she acts like the baby. My brother, his name is Gabriel, and my little sister, her name is Dorianne. I love them to death. We are like any regular siblings. We fight, we love each other, we clown on each other. Anytime my brother is around, if it's us 3, like, we like to gang up on my little sister and like just, clown on her. And my brother, he's hilarious. Like, I freaking love my brother. He is like the most funniest person to be around. I don't know, he's annoying, but I love him. We have that kind of bond. We have a bond where we can talk about anything to each other. And my husband, sometimes he's like, y'all are so weird. Like, how can you sit there and talk to your brother and your sisters about those things? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, we are that comfortable with each other to just discuss stuff like that. And besides, like, it's human nature. Like, why would you be embarrassed to talk about anything of that sort? If you're embarrassed to talk about it, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. So anyways, that's random as well. This video is going to be totally weird because I'm really just trying to give you guys the best of me and who I am. And I'm really just trying to get comfortable with everything. I don't want to feel like I'm just doing videos where I'm like just doing makeup and not really trying to interact with you guys, because that's my whole goal. I'm not my whole goal, but that's one of my goals, is really just to get social with, you know, the people on my YouTube, with my subscribers, because to be honest, like where I'm at now, like where I live, I'm completely by myself. My friends are back home, I'm here, and I am a little bit socially awkward now because I'm always by myself. I do have my parents, my mom and my dad, but they are divorced. They've been divorced for a long time. Thank goodness. That was a very tainted relationship. They split up when me and my brother and sister were still very young. So yeah, that's pretty much it on that topic. My hobbies. Obviously, I do love makeup. Most of my videos on my channel are of makeup, me doing makeup, me talking about makeup, but that's not one of the main things I love to do. Another thing I love to do is reading. I love reading. Reading was my first passion. I started reading, like really getting into reading, when I was in the 5th grade. Really, I'll say 4th grade, because around the 4th grade, you know, I don't know if they still do this now, at least like where they're like on top of students nowadays, where they want you to read to get AR points. When I was in 4th grade, that's when they really were on top of, teachers were really on top of students, like trying to motivate kids to read and to take tests and to see how they do on those tests. You build up points, you know, with those points you can go to like their little goodies store and get goodies, or they would have like these special events where teachers and like the 6th grade students would go against each other to play volleyball, and you had to have so many points to be able to attend. So yeah, that's, I don't know, I just don't hear about that, at least at my girls' school, where they motivate kids to read. Reading has been a big part of me since I was in 4th grade, like I said, but I really got into like really reading and being involved in a book in 5th grade, only because in 5th grade, I'm not gonna say kind of, I was bullied. I was bullied in 5th grade because I was living with my dad at the time, and he didn't have a clue how to be a parent, really. He was just kind of like not really doing his best. So my hygiene, you know, me being a girl, like, you know, I try to keep my hygiene up, but also I had lice. I know that is so disgusting to hear, but it wasn't my fault. It's not like I could, you know, clean out my hair on my own, but my lice got so bad that, I mean, my head was full, and it is disgusting to think about now. But I mean, I was just a kid, you know, I couldn't do anything about it other than just try to keep myself clean the best I could. And around that time, I was living pretty rough with my dad, you know, and like I said, if that's something you guys want to hear, I can definitely talk about, especially my bullying time. When I was bullied, I was being bullied by kids that I grew up with that I thought were my friends. That's why I love reading. I found reading because it was my hideaway place from the reality of my world. So if I wasn't reading, I was listening to music, singing, just really trying to get out of my head and trying to put myself somewhere else, trying to get out of my own world to be in somebody else's world, whether it be through a song or through a book. So yeah, there's that. So makeup and reading are my main hobbies. Makeup, I didn't get into makeup till like 2013 is when I really started doing my makeup, like trying to learn how to do makeup. Before that, like I barely, like, let's say like 2012 is when I actually started like coloring in my brows. And oh my goodness, if you could see how I did my brows back then, oh my gosh, they were horrendous. Not to say that they are perfect now, but they look a lot better than what they did then. So yeah, I didn't really start doing makeup till 2013. I was doing like my brows in 2012. My good friend, the one that calls me Ted, she's the one that was like, hey, can I color in your brows? Because she had, you know, obviously was doing her brows, and I'm just like, yeah. She's like, have you ever tried coloring in your brows? And I was like, Yeah, I've tried one time, which I have. I've tried coloring my brows, but I was trying to color them with a black eyeliner. Like, can you imagine like black, jet black on my skin? And at that, it was like an eyeliner pencil. She's just like, no. She's like, you gotta try to get, you know, kind of close with your natural hair color. I was just like, okay, well that makes sense. I'm gonna get off topic a little bit. Still relatable to makeup, but I want to do where how I did my makeup in middle school up into high school. And I know that's been a tag before where people have done how I did my makeup in high school, but I want to bring that back just so that way I can show you guys where I've started and where I've come from. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, my friend was like, let me do your brows. She's like, it's gonna look weird at first, but it's because you're not used to seeing, you know, brows on your face. You know, my brows are very thin. If you've checked out my brow routine, you can definitely see my natural brows are very sparse, thin. I am completely bald when it comes to brows. I don't know why. My brother is blessed with beautiful brows. My sister is blessed with beautiful brows, and I'm just like, no brows. So yeah. So yeah, when she colored them in, it was definitely a different. She even did my makeup that day. She did my brows because we were actually going out, and she, not like to the club or anything, but like to a house party because we were like, what, 19? I think, yeah, we were like 19 or 20. I was 19. I think she was 20 because I know she's like a year older than me. When 2013 came around, I was actually learning. I wanted to learn how to do my brows, you know, the right way. Not, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna say the right way, because before it was just like 2 lines on my face, no arch, no nothing. Like, it was just 2 lines. I looked crazy. When I look back at my pictures, I'm like, oh my god, like, why would anybody let me walk around like that? Like, who are my real friends? Why would y'all let me walk around like that? But anyways, so yeah, I searched how to do my brows, and from there, like, I was so blown away because it opened me up to a whole new world. Honestly, like, when I would get on YouTube, it was just to listen to music. That's it. I don't know why I didn't know this. I guess because I'm not the type of person that tries to stay on trend with things or tries to, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I was literally living under a rock because whenever I, you know, went on YouTube and I was like, well, let me search to see if anybody's ever posted like how to do the perfect brow or whatever. And I typed that in, how to do a perfect brow, and this whole bunch of videos popped up, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I didn't know so many people actually do this, like where they record themselves and they put it out there for everybody to watch. I'm like, that is so cool. And I'm like, you know what, like, okay, well, let me search up more stuff to see if people have posted stuff about, you know, how to curl your hair without putting heat on it, you know, or how to put on false lashes, because at this point, you know, excuse me, I've never worn lashes, but I've always wanted to learn how to put on lashes because I see, you know, my friend putting on lashes and I just love the way it looks. And then, you know, I'm scrolling down Instagram and everybody's looking beautiful with their lashes, and I'm like, you know, I want to learn how to put on lashes. So that's whenever I searched how to put on false lashes, and then pop up the same thing, a bunch of people showing you how to do false lashes the right and wrong way, you know, things to do, things not to do. And then I came across one person, Makeup by A. Marie. She is the first person that I actually like gravitated towards because I love the way her video, like her thumbnail looked. I thought she was so pretty, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna click on this and see how she does her lashes. And then, you know, at the bottom it does recommendations, and that's whenever I saw like more videos from her, and I'm like, okay, so she's doing a whole lot, you know, she's done a whole lot more other videos. So I decided to check out, you know, the other ones, and then I realized like this girl has a whole channel. Like, my mind was completely blown away, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, I didn't know you could have a channel on YouTube. Like, I just thought people uploaded random things, put it on YouTube, and that was it. Like, I didn't know you had your whole channel. So yeah, my mind was completely blown. I followed her, I subscribed to her. Well, I couldn't subscribe to her because I didn't have a Gmail, so I had to go make a Gmail, subscribe to her, and ever since then, like, she's the reason why I bought my first palette, my first ever name brand palette was Too Faced, the chocolate bar. And then she also got me into like the brow, what to use. So I started with the Anastasia brow powder. So yeah, from there, like, it just opened up a whole new world for me, where I was, you know, buying foundation, doing looks, just trying to really learn technique. The first ever like makeup brushes I ever bought were from Elf, you know, in the dollar area at Target. So that's really where I got most of my makeup brushes from. I didn't know that you needed like certain makeup brushes for certain blending and all that. So I do have a lot of old pictures down below in my on my Instagram. My Instagram tag will be down below in the description if you want to go and check out how I used to do my makeup when I started getting into makeup. I mean, my mind was completely blown. So from 2013, you know, even then, after I started learning how to do my makeup, you know, I'm not saying that a freelancer by any means or a makeup artist, but when I started learning how to do my own makeup, you know, my husband's like, you know, you should do your own YouTube channel. And for a moment, like, I wanted to do that and I should have done it, but I'm so like shy when it comes to talking in front of a camera. I feel like, you know, I'm talking to myself, but to be honest, like, I talk to myself in the car on a regular basis. Like, I'm always reciting things, and I know that sounds weird and crazy, but I feel like if I recite things out loud, then it'll come out the way I want it to come out, instead of me mumbling and jumbling over my words like I normally do. I feel like if I recite it, then I'll have a better chance at saying the words that I want to say. Anyways, on to the next hobby I like to do occasionally. Like, if I get inspired, then I'll try to do DIYs. If I see something like on Pinterest, like, that I feel like I can create on my own, then I go for it. Like, for example, a tulle skirt. I made my girls tulle skirts for Christmas. They didn't get to wear them, sadly. I worked so hard on them. But yeah, you know, I get inspired by stuff like that, where I'm like, hey, I can do that. So I'll go make them a tulle skirt. I've learned how to make a poodle skirt for the 50s theme that my girls had at school one year. It was actually better than the one that my daughter bought from the store. Like, mine was way better, way more like poofy, whatever. But yeah, so I get crafty every now and then. I'll do DIYs. That's just, you know, if I get inspired by something that I see that I'm like, hey, I think I can do that. My interests, what I like as far as like things that I'm like diehard fans for. I am a big Harry Potter fanatic. My favorite animal is a cat. I feel like a cat is my spirit animal. Any kind of cat, I feel like, is my spirit animal. I love cats awkwardly or whatever. I have a dog, which is kind of weird because I like cats, but we have a dog. Her name is Sadie. She's a Maltese Bichon mix. She's really cute. She has more of the Maltese in her than the Bichon. So yeah, my interests, like, I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I am Gryffindor. I actually took the test and I am Gryffindor. Yes, I am a Gryffindor, which is awesome because my spirit animal is a cat and their mascot is a lion. So, and if you could see right now, like, my pajama pants are actually Harry Potter as well. I'm just not wearing the shirt to it because the shirt is long sleeve and it's just too hot for that over here. So yeah, the other thing that I like besides Harry Potter is like Hunger Games. I love Hunger Games, anything like that, like Hunger Games, Divergent, Game of Thrones. I recently just got into Grey's Anatomy, knowing that it's been around for so long. Like, I actually sat there and I finished all 14 seasons in 2 months. Like, that's ridiculous. I was like binge watching every single day. And at nights, especially at nights, I would probably stay up till like 3, and I probably could have stayed up longer every night just to keep watching. So I was kind of shocked when I literally finished all 14 seasons in less than 2 months. That's ridiculous. But yeah, and then also Game of Thrones. I recently just got into Game of Thrones. I started watching it when it was showing on HBO. And I was just like, you know what, this kind of looks like a show that I would get into, because it's like dragons and kings and queens and, you know, like stuff like that. Like, I am really into stuff like that. I'm gonna have to say, like, my favorite season would be fall. I'm not really into winter because, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I love the fall time. I love when fall is coming, because that's when they start bringing out all the good scents, like pumpkin vanilla, especially from Bath and Body Works, and then all the like drinks, the colors. My favorite color for fall time would be like burgundies, oranges, hunter greens, like colors like that. And then when we come into the spring and summertime, my favorite color is coral, golds, rose golds, which probably could be worn in fall as well. Harry Potter, big Harry Potter fan. My favorite character obviously would have to be Hermione. I feel like she's so inspirational, because there's this one quote I seen on Pinterest, and I actually have it saved on my phone. It's like, she taught us how to be, that it was okay to be smart. She taught us that it was okay to be brave, and she also taught us that it was okay to be pretty, you know? And that's me in general, how I feel like it's okay to be pretty. It's okay to love makeup and love books. It's okay to be brave and be a woman. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that's it for now for like the things that I enjoy and a little bit about me. Now I'm going to talk about upcoming things that I want to do on this channel. Like I said, I don't want to just base this channel off makeup, because it's going to be super repetitive if I did that. And I don't want to get burnt out, because I've been burnt out before, where if I feel like it's more of a job than a hobby, then I don't want to do it anymore. And I'm not trying to get to that point again, and then where I don't even touch my makeup anymore. So what I want to do is, like, I want to incorporate my books here on my channel. So I don't know, you can't really see on my banner, but it's beauty and the books. And I know a lot of people here on YouTube have that tag, but it's not my YouTube tag. That's just my banner. Like, I want to be beauty and books, and maybe occasional DIYs, who knows. What I want to do is, I want to read a book. I want to start it either Sunday or Monday and read it for that whole week, and by Friday I want to talk about it. So on Fridays I want to make it my book day, where I sit down, I talk about my book, and what I'm gonna call this series Behind the Book. Sorry, I'm sitting so weird. I want to call this series Behind the Book, because I'm gonna be talking about the book. I want to get in depth with what I read, what I feel about the book, what I recommend the book, and stuff like that, and just talk about what the book is about. So that's what I'm gonna call my series, is Behind the Book. BTB, Behind the Book. So yeah, I hope you guys are interested in that. I just want to connect with you guys on another level other than just makeup. There's so many people out there that does makeup, and that's okay. Like, that's completely okay. They love it. That's what they do. I love makeup, but that's not just what I do. So that's why I want to incorporate something else that I love, and that's books. And I hope you guys are all for it, and I hope you guys will enjoy the ride with me. This video is long enough, so I'm gonna end it there. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.